All right, listen in while these two icons of vegan academic intelligence discuss how we're going to live longer.
Incorporated a lot of things in my diet that I
But
wasn't
then,
doing
I
before.
was just going to ask you, I
Yeah.
mean, if somebody has 5 minutes and they're going to get, go to another activity, what do you personally do different?
Well, I mean that's not. I mean, for those people, they really need the basics.
Okay.
Frankly,
Okay.
they need to stop smoking, and they need to. Okay, but if you're already like
Yeah.
next level kind of, and
This is
what are the
a pretty smart health crowd. And let's assume most are whole food,
yeah,
plant-based
yeah.
eaters.
Well, then, I mean, certainly some things. I mean, some things I never even heard about going into it, like papali, this long pepper spice, the source of
Oh, right. The
pipalongumine.
Pipperlongum.
Yeah, pickleball. Yeah, that's yeah. Oh,
Pipperlongum.
yeah, that's the Latin name, indeed. Right.
Right.
The second most famous in the black pepper family, which I'd never heard of. You can get it at Indian spice store. May have senolytic properties. Same thing with the ficin and strawberries. I was always doing
Ficin.
like the blueberries, blackberries, the dark, but turns out there's something in strawberries. Basically, not found concentrated anywhere else. You're gonna miss out if you don't get it. So I've been doing a lot more strawberries. Wheat germ. Been
Yeah.
been
Wheat germ.
mixing wheat germ with my ground flax
Right.
as the most concentrated and cheapest source of
Of spermidine.
spermidine.
We're
Who
so weird. I
doesn't
know this
want
stuff.
extra spermidine? Another reason why I've been eating more tempeh and also mushrooms. I've been growing my own oyster mushrooms for that not only the spermidine but the ergothioneine.
Right.
And so just like you can grow, sprouts on your windowsill, you can grow mushrooms. Who knew about it? Eating cardamom. I wasn't doing it before. Trying to think what else. I mean, these are
Yeah.
all things that
So,
I thought I was doing great, but you can always kind of level up.
so have you added to your pill pile or you've done it with food?
Oh well, a lot of these spices, like the amla, the black cumin, the turmeric, now with the papali. I mean, I used to start spicing foods, but now it's just kind of way too much. So actually, what I do is I put it in one of those kind of edible films, the potato starch films, those little discs
Right.
of potato starch, where you can just put all sorts of nasty tasting powders, roll it up like a little wonton, dip it in water, and then just swallow it down. So you could kind of call that a pill, but it's just four whole food spices mixed up together, and just that now everything doesn't have to taste like curry powder.
You're
I mean, that's
taking out a paper, you're putting in and you're rolling up the ends. It sounds a lot like the 1970s in Ann Arbor, but you're doing it with spices.
that's right, right.
So I know we went fast. I mean,
Okay, so that was interesting to see. Dr. Michael Grieger was describing how he feels that the foods that he now incorporated, it's going to give him a boost on longevity. And I remember Dr. Grieger is 7 years younger than I am, and I don't eat any of that stuff. And Dr. Khan is 64 years of age, so he's about just over 7 years older than I am. Remember, he had a fragility fracture while stepping off the elevator, or rather onto an escalator, where his foot fell apart while being in contact with apparently an escalator. And so vegan diets have been known to lead to or contribute to poor bone mineral density. So anyway, one of my favorite parts was those guys cackling over and being fascinated with this new compound that's been, well, not new, but it's been something that people are obsessing about, called spermidine. Now remember, spermidine, where was it first discovered? Well, it was discovered in human semen. And so the fact that these people are obsessed with ingesting as much spermidine as possible lends itself to all sorts of potential jokes, as you might imagine. Now, again, all this stuff is pure, just in my view, kind of nonsense. I was getting obsessed about this or that compound based on some basic science, basically some rat studies. None of this will likely result in anything other than you wasting your time and wasting your money over time. So you can ditch the wheat germ, you can ditch all the other crazy stuff they're talking about. Just stay consistent with your exercise, your sleep, eat a good healthy diet, and that includes plenty of meat. And I think that's the best you're going to get. Let me know what you guys think. Were you inspired? Do you believe that these guys are the pillars of longevity? And if not, what do you think makes the most sense for regard to quality of life and quantity of life? All right, we'll talk to you guys soon.